Okay, let's create the next file. Just again one small control structure we have next, that is called if else if. If else if. In case if we have two value, we can compare using if and else. In case if we have more than two, like 3 or 4, we can use if else if. If we have condition inside condition, we can check nested if. If we have a specific type of condition, we can check the switch case. So one next example will create of if else if condition, multi-condition. So we can go here to the VS Code and we can create one more file. Give the file name call file4.js, file4.js, file4.js. We can create three variable. We can create three variable A, B, C, and we'll do a small comparison. We can create three variable A, B, C, and we can do the small comparison. Let's go here and write a variable var A equal to assume 100, var B equal to assume 99, var C equal to 101, var 1C 101. Next, after that, we can write below a condition if the A greater than B, if the A greater than B. So what it check is the first condition check A greater than B, and in the term of programming we use double ampersand as a and symbol. Double and percent as a and symbol, and for and comparison, so it says like the A must be greater than B and not or says either one and says both, or says either one and says both. This is A must greater than B and at the same time A must be greater than C also. If both is following the condition, if A is greater than B as well as A is greater than C also, then only you can print a console.log A comma B comma C comma the biggest one is comma A. But in this case, two conditions should satisfy together. What are condition number one? A must be greater than B, and at the same time, A must be greater than C also. If both is, then only it will happen. If both is not, then it will not happen. It will not go to the if part. Then after that, come now, else if. In case first is not happen, then it will go to the else. Inside the else, again the condition has to check. So for that, else you have to write, so that control should go down, and there again we have to apply the if. That is called else if. Else if. Now B you have A you have compared with the B, and A you have compared with the C. At the same time now compare, if in case A is not bigger than B, then is it the B greater than A? B greater than A. And is the B greater than C? Greater than C. If this is happening, if this condition is true, that meaning the B variable is holding the highest value compared to all. The B variable is holding highest value, that is compared to all. In case A is not bigger, B is not bigger, then directly third option is there, what? C. But after C, we don't have any other variable. So we can write directly else here. We can write directly else here, saying like, okay, no problem. In case A is not bigger value, B is not bigger value, then why is that? If the C is the bigger value, C is the bigger value, write console.log log the bigger value is C. The bigger value is C. Here now, and we'll come to either go to the terminal or come to the CMD. We can check from any of the place. Check now under the CMD, node space, file name is file 4, enter. Say 199 and 101. The highest one is 101. The highest one is 101. Hope it should work. So in this, what we are learning is the comparison of ABC is not big matter. You can do through multiple way, but we are learning the syntax of JavaScript, like how to write the if condition, how to do the comparison of multiple variables, okay, how to apply the AND operator, comma and string, how to separate those things. Okay, hope working. Please let me know once. Then we can create the next file, fifth number file, to write a nested if condition. Okay, cool. Hope it's working for all. Or anyone have error? Hope you have no any error. Go ahead next time. Create the next file. This code I will share in the chat. Next file will be file5.js. File5.js. In file5.js, we are going to see the nested if. How to write a condition inside condition. That is called nested condition. So first, let's create a variable a equal to assume as a 100. Assume this value is given by user. Now, if the value is given by user, we want to understand the user has given the value. What is that? Is the string value, numeric value, alphanumeric value? What is that? Right? So that condition will apply first, and based on that, maybe we'll apply the next condition. Based on that, maybe we'll apply the next condition. So let's go. Write a if condition here. Keep the function called isNaN. 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 It's called is not a number. IsNaN is called is not a number. Is not a number. It used to check the given number is a string or number. Okay, it used to check the given number is a string or number. Right? So is an AND function, we will pass inside the number as a. A. Now is an AND function is going to check what is inside the A. Is an AND is not a number. How it works? I'll write here if input is a string, then it return true. If input is number, it return false. Okay. If input is a string, if input is a string, it return a true. If input is number, it return false. It return false. Now input is number, so it will not return true. It will return as a false only. It will return as a false itself. So what we are going to do is, we are going to apply the condition even accordingly. So let me write here console.log a is a string and length is a is a string and length is e dot length. E dot length. So what it represent? It represent like the input is given by user. The input can be anything. Now whichever the input is given by user, that input is holding. That input is holding as a the input is holding as a string value. If it is a string value, then we are finding the length of that. If it is a string value, we are finding the length of that. String value, we are finding the length of that. Else, if it is a number, it will go to the else part. Under the else part, we are going to check it is number, then all it has come under the else. So under the else, again, we'll apply one more condition saying like, yes, it was the number, then all it has come to the else part. But what type of number is it? Is that the odd number or is it any kind of even number? What is that? Okay, is the odd number or is it even number? Now write another if condition. If a mod 2 equal to 0, after doing the value of a, suppose 100, mod by 2, remainder is 0, then you can say console.log a comma is even number, else console.log a comma is odd number. So in this example, what we are saying, a condition inside condition. Simple, not very difficult, as a nested condition. We wrote a condition inside condition that becomes a nested condition. Condition inside condition becomes a nested condition. Hope you are ready. Let us check now what is printing. Node space file 5.js says 100 is even number. 100 is even number. Hope it's running. 100 keep 1001 or 101 maybe. It will show you 100 is odd number. Not 100, whichever the 101 the odd number. This is 101. It's showing as a odd number. Hope is working. Now 101. Keep in double quote and in the last add some string. Example Bangalore. 101 Bangalore become a string value. It will not go to the else part. It will come to the if part now. So I will keep two variable. One is only 100, 101. Second one I'll keep commented here. It will go to the if condition now. It will go to the if condition. Hope ready. Let's save it and check once. Bangalore is a string and length is 13 character. Hope working for everyone. Next, under the next file we'll create, that will be called file6.js. File6.js. This is a nested condition he wrote. It is the only one label. It is not multiple label. When you have printed here, yes, number is even and odd. Here also we can apply inside the if condition. Again, we can apply the next if condition. If it is the odd number, is it greater than 50? Or it is the even number less than 50? Or some other condition also we can apply. When we call to the customer care, IVR will take the action. IVR. It will say for balance inquiry, press 1. Will press 2. For something it press 2, for something press 3. So we will press a particular number, next condition will match. Again it will give option, for this press this, for this press this. That is called what? Nested condition. Condition inside condition. But it is not range value. It is exact value. IVR, when we call to the customer care, the IVR will never say press between 1 to 5. No, they will never give the range value. They will give the exact value. So you can say exact value also we can check through the if else, and the range value also we can check through the if else. You can see here at this place we are checking exact value. The A is a mod 2 equal to double equal to 0. A mod 2 double equal to 0. So here what is that? It's checking the exact value. It is not checking the range value. It is not checking the range value. Range value. But we have option, we can check the exact value also. Or here it is the exact value. This is exact value. Previous file you can see, you have check here called range value. A greater than B, yes or no. Maybe A 100 and B 80. So this becomes a range. Here in the example number 5, you have written called exact value also. So using if else, nested if else if, we can check the exact value also, as well as we can check the range value also. Exact value, exact condition and range condition also we can check. The next control structure we have, that is called switch case. Switch case will not helpful to check the range value. Switch case will be helpful to check the exact value. Using the switch case, always we can check the exact value, not the range value. Okay. So we are going to see next call switch case. There we will be seeing the how to check exact value. So let us come next. Next file is called file6.js. Next example, file6.js. File6.js is based on switch case. 6.js based on switch case. Okay, so let's write here. Input a URL, input a value, variable page URL equal to home.html. Suppose a condition home.html. In a variable we store some value is called as home.html. Now this value home.html we have stored in a variable page URL that we are going to keep under the condition. Okay, so we will be keeping like this. Switch. Under the switch you have to pass the input as a page URL. Switch, under the switch we pass the input as a page URL. Now under the page URL you can see, under the page URL you can see it is holding a string value. So for a string value You are not going to check any kind of, you are not going to check any kind of range condition. It will be as a exact condition. So let's come down under the switch case and write a condition called case. Case in the sense if. Case represent as a if. Case represent as a if. Case represent as a if. Case home.html colon if yes, if under the page URL is it holding the home.html, colon is in the last, you can see, then console.log call and display home.html, and after that, after home.html, don't do anything else, keep only home.html and apply a break here, that is called terminate the loop, terminate the statement. Terminate the condition after applying the break. Okay, hope ready. Now after that, write the next condition. That it is not necessary user will click on home page only. User may have click on about us page also. So if the user click on about us, what is the case? What is the URL value? Console.log call and display about.html. So usually daily in day-to-day life, you browse the website. When you browse the website, multiple pages will be in the website, right? Multiple pages will be there. If multiple pages are in the website, then when a user will come to your website and he will click on a particular page, respective page has to load. It should not load like all the page at the same time. Multiple pages are there. Now based on condition, it should execute. Even the page name is a string value. It is not a number, so that you can compare directly range value. So at this place, you have to apply those control structure that have a option to match exact value. So here what is doing case home.html, it is not greater than home and less than about. It is exact value. Here again case about.html, the value is coming from URL. Is it exact this value? If yes, then well display the particular page. Display the particular page. Okay, next after that, write the next condition, one to more condition, case login dot html, then console dot log load and display, call and display login dot html. Right? In case if user has not clicked anywhere, user just directly landed on the page, user opened the website, he has not mentioned any URL, he has not clicked anywhere, which page will load by default? That is also a question, right? So for that, we have to check now one more condition, that is called default. It's a kind of a else.
I think it goes to home.html.
Tell me again. Okay, so come down, default. Under the default, you can write here, default is like is a else. Default is like is a else. Under the else, you can write here console.log default display the welcome page. Call and display the welcome.html. Welcome.html. Now in this, we have given everywhere we have given the single condition. Let add here two condition. Login page is a page where user can register also and user can log in also. Suppose you have one page in such a way where one side is the login functionality and right side is the register functionality. Page is only one, but the URL is two. Page is only one, but URL is double URL. One URL called login.html, another URL is called register.html. Login.html and register.html. Okay, so in this case, if a page is login also and page is register also, in both the cases, what to do? Display the login page. In both the case, display the login page. In both the case, display the login page. Now let us run it and see how that look. By default, home is there, so definitely condition will go here. We can come to the CMD again and CLS. Run again, node space, file6.js. It says call and display the home page. Call and display home page. Call and display the home page. Now here instead of home, keep as a login. See where the condition is going. Is it coming to this case? Multiple case also we can write together like the or symbol. So 6.js, if I run it, it says display and call and display the login.html. Call and display the login.html. Call and display login.html. In case if you go here and if you not mention anything, suppose URL is empty, user has not clicked anywhere, just user open the website, landing page where it will go. If input is not matching with anywhere, URL is not matching with any of the case, it will say, okay, let's redirect to the welcome page. It will show you now, call and display the welcome.html file. So this becomes a normal switch case. Normal switch case where working, please check once. So syntax of switch case, nothing very difficult. Only syntax with some proper condition, proper scenario. So switch case, what is doing here? It is not checking the range value. It is switch case used to check the exact value. So if anyone asks the difference of while loop, not while loop, difference of if else, nested if, and switch case. So if else if, nested if, using this, we can check the range value as well as exact value. We can check the range value as well as exact value. But using the switch case, you are not going to check the range value. You can check always exact value. Whether the particular value is this one only. If this one only, then do this particular work. Okay. Okay. Next file will go. That will be now out of the control structure, out of the switch case. This is under the loop part now. For loop, do while loop, and many more. Map for each and all will come there only. Okay. So we'll go here and next file will create here only under the same folder. That file name will be called loop1.js. Loop1.js. Okay, so create a file, give the file name loop1.js. 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 In loop1.js, first we'll start with the for loop. First we'll start with the for loop. So write here a comment, multi-line comment to see the structure of for loop, how that look. Syntax of for loop. Syntax for loop. Syntax for loop. So it is like this. For will start. Inside the for, we have to pass three parameter always. The first one is called initialization. Initialization. Like where you want to start from. Okay, where you want to start from. Second one is called condition. Till where you want to go. The first one is a starting point, where you want to start. Second one is condition, till where you want to go. And the third one is called increment or decrement, how you want to go. Whether if you are starting from lower number, you have to reach higher number, you have to do increment. And if your initial value is higher number and you want to go to the lower number, you have to decrement, you have to go minus minus. So that will write here call either plus plus or minus minus. Plus plus represent the increment operator and minus minus represent the decrement operator. Plus plus if you add, do then it will increase by 1. Minus minus if you do, it get decreased by 1. Okay, let's call it a increment and decrement operator. Increase by 1 and decrease by 1. Now, so you understood this particular statement. What is that? First one is initial point, where you want to start from. Second one is a condition, till where you want to go. And the third one is how you are going. Whether are you going in ascending order or descending order. Ascending order means plus plus, descending order means minus minus. So this either ascending or descending, how will decide? Based on initial value. If your initial value is a lower number, you want to reach higher number, you have to reach plus plus. If initial number is higher number, you want to go till lower number, you have to do minus minus. Okay, and after that below you have to write again a statement. Now whichever the statement you want to do in that we have to write. Okay, ready? Now come down, write below a small example. For a variable I equal to 1. So for a variable, the initial value you given, for a variable, the initial value you given, that is called 1. Like starting of the variable, we are setting by 1. Starting of the variable, we are setting by 1. Then we are writing I is less than equal to 10. That meaning I started from 1 and I has to go till 10. Okay, every time it will check. Every time it will check the value of I, is that less than 10? Yes. If it is 10, then what to do? Keep incrementing by 1. We can increment by 2 also, by 3 also. There is no problem. How you want to increment? Both options are available. Okay, next, after that, keep inside console.log I, the for say as a I. Okay, hope ready. Now for. Now come down and let's run this page. Loop 1.js 1 to 10 should get printed. 1 to 10 got printed. So printing 1 to 10. Okay, so printing 1 to 10. Come next. Next line you are going to write. Not increment by 1 only. It can be increment by 2 also, 3 also. It can be increment by any number. So second for loop we are going to write. In that we will be using the increment by 2 number. Instead of incrementing by 1, we will be doing increment by 2. So let us see. Write another console.log. In that same for loop we can copy and keep here. Right over there, I let it start from 1 and ask the I to reach till 20. Okay, till 20. and don't increase by only one. Okay, don't increase by only one. Will increase by I equal to I plus 2. I equal to I plus 2. I plus 2. So what is going to happen in that? The first time the value of I will be 1. It will compare and it will get printed. The second time the value of I will not be as a 2. You can see here it's saying I equal to I plus 2. So what was the value of I? 1. 1 plus 2, 3. So the value of I will become direct as a 3. The value of I will be direct as a 3. Next time, next time, next time, it will come, the value of I will be 3. 3 plus 2 will become as a 5. Next time, 5 plus 2 is a 7. 7 plus 2 is a 9. Let us check now. Oh, I have not saved the file, I guess. See, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11 is printing all the odd number, and that also increment by 2. Also increment by 2. In the same time, this is the ascending order. In case if you want to go high to low, let's come down below. Okay, hope ready. Let us see it now. If for variable I equal to 20 directly, 20, I greater than equal to 1, then I equal to I minus 2. I equal to I minus 2. The value of I was how much? 20. 20 minus 2 will happen. Again, remaining minus 2, remaining minus 2. Every time it will be going under the descending order by 2. Save now. Hope ready? Check now. This page, loop1.js. See, descending order is also coming. 20 minus 2. Hope it is working. Let's go to the next example. You can add one more for loop here. Console.log get odd even inside for loop. Get odd even inside the for loop. Now write a for loop that will go 1 to 20. Write a for loop that will go somewhere from 1 to 20. 1 to 20, and while going through 1 to 20, it will not print blindly all the values. It will print only respective value. If I mod 2 double equal to 0, the value of I whichever is coming, if you are doing mod 2, then reminder is 0. Console.log I, comma, even number. Else console.log I odd number. Right. Sequence. Print only odd and even, odd even from node loop 1. Odd even everywhere. 3 odd number, 4 even number, odd number, even number. Right. This is called basic syntax of JavaScript, nothing very high-fi. A small example to understand the basic structure. Okay, cool then. We can leave here only today. We will see you tomorrow with the while loop, do while, and then after that array. With the while loop, do while, and after that array. Study video is there only available in the URL I've sent you. You can follow from there if required. Okay, then see you tomorrow, same time.